Dr. Romil Jaiswal and this is my YouTube channel RJ Vlogs. So today we are going to talk about real-time PCR test, also known as RT-PCR. Reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction is a laboratory technique combining reverse transcription of RNA into DNA and amplification of specific DNA targets using polymerase chain reaction. In PCR test, we will take a swab from nasopharyngeal and oropharyngeal areas of the individual suspecting of COVID-19. For nasopharyngeal specimen, swab is inserted into nostril and gently moved forward to nasal pharynx. Then it is rotated for specific period of time to collect secretion which contain the virus. Like all other living things, the human cell has DNA as the genetic material that passes on information from one generation to the next. The DNA molecule is made up of two strands that look like a twisted ladder or double helix. However, the COVID-19 virus, SARS-CoV-2 and many other viruses including HIV have RNA as their genetic material genome. RNA is chemically very similar to DNA but has only a single strand. The virus RNA is surrounded by a nucleocapsid protein within the virus envelope. Other proteins are embedded in the envelope itself. The SARS-CoV-2 genome contains genes, blue arrow, that carry the direction for making these and other proteins that are needed to replicate the virus inside the human cell. The objective of COVID-19 testing is to identify part of the viral genome in the patient sample. This is usually the N gene which carry the direction for making the nucleocapsid protein. There is not enough viral RNA to detect directly in the patient sample. So a process called reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction RT-PCR amplifies many copies of segment of N gene. Short single-stranded pieces of DNA called primer recognize the unique RNA sequence within the viral genome that bracket the target region of the N gene. After the first primer binds, an enzyme called reverse transcriptase extends synthesis a single-stranded DNA copy of the viral RNA known as complementary DNA or cDNA. After the RNA is removed, the second primer binds to the other side of the single-stranded complementary DNA. Then a second enzyme, Taq DNA polymerase, extends a second strand to produce a double-stranded DNA copy of the target region of the viral RNA. This DNA copy then undergoes successive rounds or cycles of amplification during which the DNA separates, denaturates into single strands, both primer binds anneal to the target sequence, and number 3, Taq polymerase extends, synthesize a new DNA strand, and so on. Cycle 2, cycle 3, and cycle 3 is complete. After 30 cycles, up to a billion DNA copies of the viral RNA are produced by PCR. In practice, the virus is typically detected with 30 to 45 cycles of PCR. Adding a fluorescent probe allows the amount of target DNA to be detected in real time and quantified after each cycle of PCR. The graph shows the detection of 220 and only 2 virus RNA molecule in a control study. Results from swab vary. A negative result is also shown. Role of fluorescent probe in RT-PCR. By using fluorescent probe, we can check that our target DNA is being amplified or not. For example, a green color probe binds with our target double-stranded DNA. Whenever there is amplification, we are going to see fluorescence coming out of it. Generally, PCR process is cyclic process of 1 to 2 hours. The more double-stranded DNA produced, the more fluorescence we see. By looking at the increment of fluorescence, we can now confirm that the target double-stranded DNA or the target region of viral RNA is being amplified. This gives a positive result, that is RT-PCR test is positive swab of that particular individual. On the other hand, if we didn't see any increment in fluorescence, we can say that test is negative. That is, no increment in fluorescence, that is no targeted region of RNA present in that swab of that particular individual.